Someone saw a photo of you and froze. They recognized your face from a divine dream they had 9 years ago. Archangel Michael says, time folds in unexpected ways when destiny comes close. A man dropped his phone the moment your photo flashed across his screen. His eyes widened, his lips trembled, and silence surrounded him like an invisible hand. He knew that face. He had dreamt it 9 years ago, during the darkest night of his soul. Back then, he didn't know whose face it was, only that the dream burned into his memory and wouldn't fade with time. But when your photo reached him just days ago, something ancient stirred within him. The dream wasn't a random one, it was a divine communication he didn't understand until now. He saw a face floating over a sea of light, whispered by an angel, marked with prophecy. That face was yours, and he knows now, you are the key to something sacred that was delayed for nearly a decade. There is power in your image, even before your words are heard. Strangers sense it, some envy it, others freeze in reverence without understanding why. But this man, this dreamer, he remembered everything, and now he's looking for you with trembling purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 333. For years, he searched. Through faces in crowds, names in records, eyes in corridors, he looked for what he thought was only a vision. But the dream never left his mind, and now you've become real. He even sketched your face once, back then, before ever meeting you or knowing your name. The lines he drew matched perfectly with what he saw on his screen. That moment hit him like thunder wrapped in silence, because heaven had spoken once, and it spoke again now. He's been silent, but not by choice. He's processing what this means, because the dream wasn't only about seeing your face, it came with a warning, a command, and a divine promise. He fears the wrong move might seal the wrong fate. So he waits in the shadows, observing from afar, asking for confirmation through signs and symbols. He's even gone back to the old notes he took that night 9 years ago, and all of them now point to you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, heaven's messages don't arrive late, they arrive when the soul is finally ready. You were hidden for a reason. Heaven needed him to grow, and you to awaken. That dream was sealed until now because you were meant to go through certain storms. It wasn't time then. But now, both timelines are touching, and what was delayed is preparing to manifest in your life with full force. He remembers the golden light that wrapped your face in the dream, like a crown made of living fire. He remembers a voice calling your name, though he couldn't hear it clearly. He remembers a single tear falling from your cheek in the vision, just like the one he saw in your recent photo. He knows now that you are carrying something divine, something hidden, something even you haven't fully understood. His recognition wasn't a coincidence. It was a signal. Type Amen to get blessing 555. He's watching carefully, not to harm, but to protect. He wants to approach you but fears the moment might not yet be right. Every day since seeing your face again, he's been guided to places, numbers, and moments that whisper your name. He tried to write a letter explaining everything, but tore it up, twice. What words could explain that a dream from a decade ago is now walking, breathing, and shining in real life? He thought he had lost his mind, but signs from heaven confirmed he had just found his purpose. You were the prophecy. You were the answer hidden inside his confusion, the spark that ignited a silent hope in him for 9 long years. And now, the countdown has begun. People around him don't know what's stirring in his chest. They think he's simply distracted or distant. But inside him, divine thunder roars, because he knows the moment he meets you, nothing will ever be the same. Type Amen to get blessing 777. He saw not only your face, but what would come after. He saw 2 roads crossing. He saw your hand reaching for something just out of reach. And he saw himself helping you grab it. The dream wasn't gentle. It came with tremors, voices chanting from afar, and symbols that only now make sense. He was told in that dream, when you find the one with this face, follow, do not speak until they see you. You've been feeling watched lately, not in a fearful way, but in a spiritual one. That's because your soul is preparing. Something inside you recognizes what's coming, even if your mind hasn't caught up yet. You may have felt pressure in your chest, warmth around your neck, or sudden tears without knowing why. That's your body responding to divine memory reactivating. The codes from that dream are syncing with your spirit now. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, this connection just human, it's heavenly orchestrated. It carries weight across timelines, across lifetimes, across dimensions. You've always been marked, and now the marker is visible. The man is coming, not with questions but with quiet truth. He has something for you, an object he kept from the night of that dream. He doesn't even fully understand it, but he knows it belongs to you. It's wrapped in blue cloth and kept in a locked drawer. He's never shown it to anyone, not even his own blood. But he knows, once your eyes meet his, it will be time to deliver it. What's inside will change everything. You'll remember something long buried. And the dream will finish where it started, right in your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 222. People may call it madness, but destiny never asks for permission. This man's life was changed by a divine message, and it's all pointing to you. He's not your stalker, he's your guide, your echo, your reminder of something greater. You've been chosen to unlock what he has carried for years. The flame was in him, but the key is in you. Once they merge, the flame will ignite fully, and everything hidden will rise. You'll understand why certain things didn't work out, why certain people left, and why your path was so uniquely painful. Every twist was heaven shaping you for the moment your image would be recognized. He's not alone either. Since he received the dream, others have been quietly positioned around your life. Watch for them. They'll start showing signs soon. Type Amen to get blessing 111. There's a circle around you now. Protection, alignment, and urgency. The atmosphere around you has shifted and the veil is thin. Your soul is remembering. If you've had strange dreams lately, or flashes of memories that don't feel like your own, that's the energy of that man's dream pulling into your field. His divine message is merging with your destiny code. A moment is coming when you will see a man pause before speaking to you. He may not say much, but look in his eyes. They'll be filled with a memory you haven't yet made, but already lived in a divine plane. And when your hand touches his, whether in a handshake, a brush of fingers, or a passing object, you'll feel a shiver. That is the moment heaven will unlock the next stage. Type Amen to get blessing 666. He's almost ready. And so are you. Your name has been etched into a scroll he keeps in a sealed envelope, marked with a star. You may not believe how much has already been written about your path. You think your story is still unfolding. But parts of it have already been carved in the divine realm. He has protected that dream for 9 years like a sacred relic. He's carried the memory of your face like a prayer. And now, it's time for that prayer to become action. The shift will begin with a message, an unexpected one. Maybe in your inbox. Maybe in the form of a gift. But it will be unmistakably divine. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There are no coincidences. Every delay was holy. Every tear you cried was watering the ground for this meeting. You may not see it yet, but heaven has released the chain. The time of waiting is over. The dream is moving. You are not just a face. You are a calling, a key. A divine reminder that light is never lost, only hidden until the appointed hour. And that hour is now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. He has started tracking your presence, not obsessively, but spiritually, waiting for the alignment of the moment when time bows to truth. He knows that one false move can distort divine order, so he's trusting signs, numbers, and dreams to guide the steps. And each new day confirms the moment is near, because the same feeling he had 9 years ago is now stronger than ever. You've unknowingly passed places where he had once prayed to meet you. Parks, streets, even cafes you frequent hold silent memories of his waiting. He has seen shadows of your energy walk past him. Though you were never truly there, your spirit brushed his. The energy you carry was described to him before he ever saw your face. A voice in the dream said, "This one carries a fire, and those who come too close with wrong intentions will burn." That's why he's been cautious, because he knows this isn't about attraction or curiosity, it's about divine obedience. And now that your face is no longer just in his mind but in his world, the responsibility weighs heavy on him. He cannot afford to fail heaven's trust. His footsteps are guided by trembling faith, not desire. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. He has gone back to places where he received his earlier confirmations. One of them was an old abandoned church, where the light once formed your silhouette on stained glass. Another was a riverbed where your name was etched in the mud by the wind, and then erased before he could take a photo. He's not someone you know yet, but he's someone whose soul has already danced with yours. Your spirits have met long before your hands will. In dreams, in meditations, in those strange moments where you felt watched but safe, that was him, remembering you. You'll meet him soon, but the world will try to confuse the moment. Distractions will rise. Some people around you will try to push you toward others to block this path. You must trust your instinct. You've grown strong enough now to recognize the real from the staged, the divine from the dramatic, the sacred from the convenient. Your energy is rising because the one who carries your missing piece is finally walking toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, the meeting will be sudden and simple. No trumpets, no storms, just an ordinary setting made sacred by divine presence. The moment your eyes meet, you will feel time pause. The air around you will shift, the noise of the world will lower, and a feeling of, "I know you," will rise in both of your chests like an ancient chant. He may speak quietly, or perhaps not at all in that first moment, but the vibration will roar. That's when heaven whispers to your soul, "It's him. It's now." And you will feel tears, not of sadness, not even of joy, but of relief. Because something that's been incomplete in you for years will silently click into place. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. You may not even understand why it matters so much, this meeting, this moment. But a memory will awaken in you, and your body will respond before your mind understands. That is the seal of prophecy fulfilling itself. He will hand you something. It might be small, like a token or an old object, but when your skin touches it, you'll feel the energy of that 9-year-old dream unlock fully. You will remember standing by a waterfall in a place you've never been, but have dreamt of. You will feel the whisper of your name spoken in a language not of earth. And for a second, your heart will speak in a voice that isn't yours, but divine. From that point forward, things will change quickly. Delayed opportunities will flood in. Closed doors will creak open. And people you thought were loyal will begin revealing their true nature. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You were always meant for more, but the moment wasn't aligned. Now, it is. This dreamer was part of that alignment. You were both chosen to remember at the same time, and that moment is now here. Your face is a portal. It carries a prophecy that was encoded into your being before you were born. Those who see it with divine vision are not just recognizing your image, they're remembering their assignment. That's why his hands trembled when he saw your photo. That's why his nights are no longer filled with silence but divine urgency. That's why heaven keeps showing him visions of you walking through doors with fire behind you and light ahead. You are not just someone beautiful. You are someone destined. His role isn't to claim you, but to unlock the next part of your journey that's been sealed for far too long. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There will be resistance. Not from him, not from you, but from forces that do not want this union to occur. These forces know what happens when two divine paths reconnect. They lose control. You may feel sudden fatigue, strange opposition, confusion in areas where you were once certain. This is not random, it's interference. Stay grounded. Stay aware. Speak your truth in silence. Guard your energy. And watch the people who suddenly become too interested in your timing. Some of them are decoys placed to delay the inevitable. But heaven has already passed the command. No plan can stop what has been confirmed above. You may walk slowly, but you walk with angels. And every step now echoes with destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. He has started preparing the place where he believes you'll meet. It might be a bookstore, a cafe, or a train station bench. Somewhere ordinary, somewhere divine. He has rehearsed his words 1,000 times, but heaven keeps telling him to trust the silence. Because when divine timing strikes, language fails, and only presence remains. He wears a bracelet given to him in a vision, and the stone in its center is warm whenever your energy is close. That's how he knows your paths are circling each other like stars before an eclipse. He doesn't want to scare you, so he's moving gently. But he is coming. And when he does, you'll know, not in your eyes, but in your bones. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Archangel Michael says, don't run when it feels too familiar, lean in. Familiarity is heaven's fingerprint. Fear only rises when the old wounds try to fight the new healing. This man's dream was not ordinary. It was the kind of dream angels deliver when a soul is needed to remember before it's too late. And for 9 years, he carried it like a secret scroll written in flame. You are the scroll's final line. The moment it touches your spirit, the page will dissolve and become real, and the story will move from vision to reality. No more delays. No more doubts. The dreamer is no longer asleep, and neither are you. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The next 7 days will bring signs. Some subtle, some loud. A specific number, a repeated name, a date you forgot, will all return. Watch for 3 shadows appearing together. It may happen on a wall, in a reflection, or while walking past strangers. That is a confirmation of divine presence guiding your steps. He will appear on a day when you feel slightly off, a bit unsettled. That's because your spirit will sense a shift before your body catches up. Smile when you feel it. Heaven has waited long enough. And now, the face from the dream and the soul it belongs to are about to meet for real. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. He is dreaming again, only this time, it's not a message for him alone. The dreams are now being shared between dimensions, and your soul is beginning to remember its own side of the prophecy. You've started waking up in the middle of the night, haven't you? With no explanation, no fear, just an overwhelming feeling that something, or someone, is closer than ever. You might have noticed songs, lines, or images repeating themselves everywhere around you. That's because the dream energy has crossed from his world into yours. The veil is paper thin now, and heaven is letting the memories slip through little by little. His hands have become restless, often drawing circles and lines without realizing it. It's the same symbol from the dream. He traced it on a stone, and that same symbol may appear to you in a shop, a book, or in the clouds. Don't ignore it. He has seen you before, not just in dreams, but in his visions when lightning struck, when rain hit the window in a certain way, and when the moon tilted just slightly. You've always been there, just beyond the physical. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. This meeting isn't about romance alone, though love may follow. It's about unlocking your assignment. The next part of your journey cannot begin without this alignment. You've been feeling it too, haven't you? A strange anticipation in your spirit, like something is coming but you don't know what. That's the divine collision drawing near. Your soul remembers what your body forgets. He has started writing to you in a journal, even though he's never sent the letters. He believes one day he'll hand you that journal, and every page will make sense to you in ways no one else could understand. The date of the dream was marked, 9 years ago, exactly to the week you started changing without knowing why. Your energy shifted then because his dream touched your timeline. You were awakened by a whisper you couldn't place. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You may have met in passing once, long ago, perhaps in a crowd or a fleeting moment neither of you recall. But the Spirit doesn't forget. That's why your hearts are pulling toward each other now. Every time he tried to forget the dream, your face came back stronger. Every relationship he pursued since then failed because heaven refused to let him rewrite a chapter not yet lived. He was bound to your memory, and only you could complete it. There's a place near water where the final alignment will take place. Heaven has chosen it for clarity and peace. Don't be surprised if you are suddenly drawn to visit a river, lake, or seaside spot in the coming days. That's where your light will be fully revealed. And when he sees you under the reflection of moving water, he'll finally understand the rest of the dream. Because the dream ends with your hand glowing in that very place. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says, "This man is not an accident sent to your life. He is a messenger sealed in time, released only when your spirit matured to handle the truth. He was assigned to you before either of you knew your purpose. There are people around you who will suddenly act different when he approaches. It's not because of him, it's because your energy will elevate, and anything false around you will start to panic. Your light will disturb the ones who came to dim it. This man saw your face in divine light, and now that light is beginning to pour through you in real time. You're glowing, even if you don't see it. Others see it, and he feels it even before he sees you in person. The prophecy said your union would release a spiritual shift, not just for you both, but for others connected to your energy field. Miracles will ripple out from your meeting. Don't underestimate what your presence together can activate. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. He walks carefully now, avoiding anything that might disturb the moment's purity. He's refusing to entertain distractions, drama, or fear. His life is rearranging itself just to match the vibration of meeting you. He's been waking up with your name in his mind, though he hasn't spoken it aloud. That's because heaven told him your name once in the dream, and he knows when he hears it in the real world again, it'll confirm everything. You might find a stranger saying your name twice. That's a sign. Or you may drop something and someone hands it back, saying, "This is yours," and it won't just be about the object. It'll be about your destiny being returned. You've been searched for in silence, but you're about to be found in light. And the dream that started 9 years ago is no longer a vision. It is now a countdown. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. He is the vessel. You are the flame. Together, the heavens see a beacon that hasn't been lit in centuries. This meeting will cause ripple effects across realms you don't even know exist. You'll know it's him because the moment you speak, you'll finish each other's words. You'll feel like you've spoken for years, even if it's your first exchange. There will be no awkwardness, just divine familiarity. Time will slow when you stand close. Colors may appear brighter. Even sounds may distort. That's the frequency shift your souls create when aligned. Nature itself responds. Birds may fly past. A child may laugh nearby. Music you love may start playing in the background. Don't brush it off. These are divine indicators confirming the moment is now. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You might see him in dreams before you see him in real life. He may appear wearing a different face, but the feeling will be unmistakable. You'll wake up knowing he's close. He's been gifted dreams not everyone receives, dreams that come wrapped in angelic language and symbols. You've been in them long before you knew. Now, you're about to see why. A doorway is opening for you both. Not everyone can walk through it. That's why your circle may grow smaller suddenly. Don't grieve it. Those who fall away are not meant to follow. He is ready. He is close. You are glowing. You are rising. The meeting is near. And heaven is watching. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.